Λοιπόν, μάγις, ξανανοίξαμε. Γεια, πώς έχω Μιχάλη. Ξανανοίξαμε live. 2 unsubs φάγαμε για κάποιο λόγο, δεν πειράζει. Klein mine. Να ανεβάσω ξανά story ότι είμαι live. Ναι, μάγκες, έκλεισα το live γιατί είχε μερικές σεξουαλικές σκηνές που δεν μπορούσα να δείξω στο live. Από να ήταν βίντεο μπορεί να μπορούσα να το κάνω μπλε, αλλά όχι. Οκ, το ανέβασα. Περιμένουμε και για τους υπόλοιπους τώρα.
She's the only person I can trust. But now I have to be alone to do what I have to do. I've already wasted too much time. I've got to get through this last trial. More origami figure. Then I find my son. Things might have worked out between us, if circumstances had been different. She's still asleep. No goodbyes, no explanations. I'll just leave before she wakes up.
Μπορώ να βγω έτσι έξω στην βροχή. Πώς βγαίνω έξω. Μαλάκα, γυμνός μέσα στην βροχή. Μπορώ να κάνω τα πάντα σε αυτό το παιχνίδι.
should have guessed. All this time and I had no idea.
Είναι journalist η αυτή, να ξέρετε. Και το κατασκόπευε.
Ethan, what's the matter?
Κάνει τέτοιο. Κάνει ένα βιβλίο.
I thought I meant something to you.
Αλλά όχι, εντάξει. Άρα δεν είναι μόνο αυτό όμως.
Listen,
Και της άρεσε κιόλας.
You're a pretty good nurse for a fucking journalist!
Ethan, I wanted to tell you, but...
What kind of article were you gonna write? My life with a serial killer? No. How I caught the origami killer. Maybe you'll get a book deal. I hope it was fucking worth it!
Ethan, it's not what you think.
You lied to me, Madison! All this time you fucking lied to me! I thought you wanted to help me, but you're only thinking of writing a fucking book?
It's true. I'm a journalist.
Εσύ πήγες στο σπίτι της και κοιμηθήκατε μαζί. Αυτή ήρθε στο σπίτι. Στο σπίτι είναι μοτέλ αυτό, ρε. Είναι... Βγήκε και το γαμακουστικό. Στο μοτέλ μένει και αυτή. Μαζί με τον Ethan. Δεν είναι σπίτι, είναι μοτέλ αυτό. Είναι ξενοδοχείο.
And I knew that you were the father of the boy who had disappeared, and I wanted to cover the story. But then I saw what you were going through to save your son, and I understood how much you love him. I wanted to tell you the truth, but I couldn't. I was afraid that you may not believe me. I was afraid that you'd ask me to go. All I want is for you to find your son alive. And when it's all over, I want to be with you.
Συγχωράμε εμείς.
I'm sorry, Ethan. I'm so sorry. You're leaving, aren't you?
It's the last origami figure. The last letters. Then I'll know where Sean is.
Take care, Ethan. I can't lose you now.
That ass! Οι άλλοι δεν παίρνουν τώρα, τι έγινε. Τέλος πάντων. Αυτή χάρη.
I'm gonna go find something to eat. Wait for me. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Πες να το τελειώσουμε και σήμερα το χέρι.
I think I'm starting to fall in love. I was so afraid he wouldn't believe me. Wrong move, idiot. I should have admitted everything earlier. Now we gotta find his son. And I think I know where to start looking. We'll find his son and prove he's innocent. I'll be able to help him now that he knows who I am.
Οπ, πολισία. Πολιτσία. Πολιτσάι. Ήρθανε, μας βρήκανε. Μας πιάσανε οι τσέοι.
For Ethan. It looks like a
Τον
raid.
ήρθανε.
Come on, what was the damn number? Come
Σήκωσε αυτά.
on, come on. Pick up the phone.
Σήκωσε το ρεπουστήριο.
The cops. You've got to get out of here.
Μας έσωνε οι πολιτσάοι. μαλάκα, τι μας τι έγινε μόλις. Fuck Polizei. Σας γάμισα ρε μάλες. Βρε χαμούρι. Το έχουμε. Ω, δεν σταματάω μωρέ. Δεν σταματάω. Τι τώρα νομίζεις ότι με χτυπήσες?
On your knees, hands behind your
Δεν
head.
νομίζετε ότι με έπιασες τώρα,
Easy, pal. Nowhere to go. You're surrounded.
Τα λέμε.
Holy fuck!
Δεν θα πάρει τα μέμεις εύκολα. Με το ταξί μωρή. Μωρή, έλα.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
Σε χάμα. Δεν στα τα πάντα για αυτό το πράγμα, ξέρω. Τώρα παίζουμε με το Σκοτ.
Lauren?
I'm sorry, Scott.
Μας πιάσανε.
You should have listened to me, Mr. Shelby. I told you to drop the investigation.
Your son is a serial killer. How many people does he have to kill before you turn him in?
Gordy has his faults, but he's still my son. You have no children, Mr. Shelby. You can't possibly understand. You leave me no choice. Your investigation is over. For good.
Με ένα άτομο μόνο εσύ το καταφέρνεις. Άντε γάμισου ρε. Άντε γάμισου ρε. Σε έκανα μπλοκ και μου στέλνεις και στο YouTube κιόλας. Σου έχω πει πόσες φορές θα σταματήσεις, έλος. Γιατί ρε, αφού εσύ τώρα πέταξες τη μαλακία σου, τι πάει να πει αυτό, τι μάγκας. Άμα θες, έλα, σε κάνω unblock. Στείλε από το άλλο σου account άμα θες να τέτοιο. Στείλε μου τώρα στο YouTube άμα θες να σου στείλω να σε βρίσω τώρα. Bastard. Μπορεί τώρα να έχω ένα άτομο, αλλά να βλέπεις πριν πόσα είχα, μαλάκα.
Lauren, Lauren, wake up! Lauren!
Δεν βρίσκω από DM ρε φυλάκα. Τέλος. Και μια χαρά έχω φίλε και τα λέω και σε και σε σένα. Τι πάνε από τις έβριζα. Τι μια χαρά στα έλεγα.
Lauren! Lauren, wake up!
Και σε κορέδευα και μέσα στη μάπα, άντε. Και μέσα στη μάπα κιόλας σε κορέδευα. Τις φυλακίες που λέγες. Κρούλη. Τι στέλνει ο Μιχάλης. Μπράβο πως τους ξέφυγε αφού ήταν ολόκληρη η αστυνομία, ναι ήτανε ρε. Το κατάλαβα για ποιο άτομο λες. Αυτός που έκανα τώρα μπαν. Και τώρα σε βρίζω, τι πάνε παιδί. Δεν βρίζω από τι είναι. Και τώρα σε βρίζω. Τι με σαν το βλάκα τα ασχοληθώ ρε. Σου έχω πει πόσες φορές σταματήσεις δεν ακούς τίποτα. Και τι θα κάτσεις να μιλήσεις δημόσια τώρα. Ρε βούλωσε το ρε μπάσταρδε. Εγώ μπλόξε, άμα θες έλα πάμε, έλα. Να δούμε τι μαλακή θες να μου πεις, έλα.
Exactly what I had in mind. You got a car back at your place? Mine's obviously pretty fucked up.
Μόλις τελειώσω το live, έλα, όποτε θες, μόλις τελειώσω το
What are you
live,
gonna do?
I'm
να
gonna go
μιλήσουμε
settle a
όσο
few
θέλεις.
scores.
Εντάξει.
Come on, I'll take you home. Lock your doors and windows and don't let anybody in but me.
Σταμάτα, έλεγες.
Okay?
Γιατί δεν σε συμφέρει. Τι δεν με συμφέρει ρε, με σένα το βλάκα θα ασχοληθώ ρε. Δεν σε συμφέρει, τι... Κάτσε καλά να πούμε. Σου λέω, μόλις τελειώσω το live θα τα πούμε καλά εμείς οι δύο. Γιατί πολύ φορά έχεις πάρει, άντε.
Well, Scott, I don't want to lose you.
Εντάξει. Γιατί δεν σε συμφέρει και στο ξαναλέω, δεν σε συμφέρει το τι κάνω εγώ, εντάξει. Και δεν σε συμφέρει εσένα μάλλον να μιλάω με εκείνη, οκ. Εσύ έτσι το βλέπεις και καλά ότι είναι παράνομο πλάκα. Τραβέλη, πας να γίνεις 17 χρονών, μισή γκόμενα δεν έχεις. Τι μισή γκόμενα δεν έχω βρε βλάκα. Εσύ ποτέ έχεις γκόμενα. Μια γκόμενα, μια σχέση έχεις κάνει στη ζωή σου και δεν την κάτσεις καν. Μαλάκα, δεν γαμίσου ρε. Ωραία, ακούς. Μετά έλα μετά game, μόλις τελειώσω το live, θα φας γαμισίδι, άντε. Μια σχέση λέει, μια σχέση έχεις κάνει ρε βλάκα, πόσες σχέσεις έχεις κάνει. Κι εγώ μια σχέση έχω κάνει, τι πάει να πει αυτό. Εσύ το μικρούλι θα κάνεις σχέση. Άντε τώρα ρε βλάκα, δηλαδή βουλώσε το, άμα σε βρω μπροστά μου σε ένα χαστούκι είσαι ρε μαλάκα. Εσένα δεν σε συμφέρει να μιλάς. Γιατί άμα σε βρω μπροστά μου έχεις φύγει με ένα χαστούκι. Εσύ είσαι μαλάκα.
Stay back! Don't come near me!
Γαμώ τη μάνα σου ρε πούστη που βρίζεις. Έτσι ρε Σεμπάστιαν, έτσι όρμα. Τα έχετε βρει μάγκης. Ναι, ο βλάκας ο Σέκ είναι μωρέ. Δεν ξέρω αν το ξέρεις.
Or I'll shoot!
Fucking asshole.
Please. Oh!
Your idiot son killed all those kids, didn't he? He's the origami killer.
No! No! He's innocent! He's not a killer! Not a killer!
Άντε μαλάκα, έχει και όρεξη τον μπάσταρδο.
You're a fucking liar.
Κάτσε, κλείσω το stream τώρα, θα φάει καλό γαμίση.
No, please! Don't hurt me!
Last chance.
I don't know! I swear! I don't know anything! Oh. Oh. Stop! Stop! I beg you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
Πάρε κόλ μπρο μαζί τους μετά. Τι κόλ να πούμε. Τέλος πάντων. Θα του μιλήσω μετά το λέει, θα το φτιάξω εγώ.
To be like the origami killer.
Άστο, έχει γίνει ιστορία Σεμπάστιαν, όσο έχει σχέση και σε επεισόδια. Βασικά δεν έχω βγει καν να
Held
μιλήσω.
him under the water for a little too long. It was an accident. An unfortunate accident. He just wanted to play. He told me everything. He was crying. He was so sorry for what had happened. Whatever he did, Gordy is my son.
No one will miss him.
What?
That boy, Gordy killed. No one will miss him. Just street trash, like so many others. Oh,
You disgusting pile of shit. And what about John Shepard? Why did you put flowers on his grave?
Τι λέει? Ακούω αστυνομία, τι έγινε. Αυτό το παιχνίδι θα ήταν, δεν ξέρω. Ναι ρε, θα του δώσα μαχαιριά του άλλου και θα έδικα καμιά αστυνομία. Όχι ρε. Δεν ξέρω αλήθεια. Δεν άκουσα τίποτα.
I own the construction site where he died. I never forgot. I've been putting flowers on his grave for 30 years.
John had a twin brother. What happened to him?
I don't know. He was adopted, I think. His mother should know. Her name is Anne. Anne Shepard. My heart! My heart! Quickly! I need my pills. In that drawer. There.
Fucking bastard. Let him die. I can't let him die, even though he deserves it. I'm no better than him if I let him die.
thank you. You saved my life.
I already regret it.
Αλλά καβάλα σηκώνει στον αέρα. Φωρε μαλάκα. Άστο, ίδιος η συν μαλάκα είναι αυτός. Όλα τα τσιμπούκια μαζί. Τέλος πάντων, θα τα ξεχάσουμε όλα αυτά, έλα. Για live, δεν άνοιξα για ring. Δεν άνοιξα για boxing match. Μετά ό,τι θέλει θα το φτιάξω.
John Shepard died 30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this. Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book. Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her. You know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Room 19.
Thank you. Only a few hours left before Sean Mars dies. Hope I'm not wasting my time. Room 19. Where is that?
Αυτό είναι αυτό. 19.
Hello, Mrs. Shepard.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepard,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
My name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I'd like to ask you some questions about your son.
I don't like this hospital. The food isn't very good, you know.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepard, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
Mrs. Shepard, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
Έχει αμνησία αυτή, να ξέρετε, μάγκες. Son guilty.
I think your son is in trouble, Mrs. Shepard. He's done some terrible things. I need to find him. Do you understand?
Terrible things you're telling me. He never came to see me, can you believe it? In 10 years, never. No one forgets their mother, do they?
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepard. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Time for my pills. Έχει κανένα χάπι εδώ πέρα. Χάπια είναι εδώ πέρα, αν φανταστείτε. Όχι, τίποτα δεν είχε εδώ.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepard? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them, always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
Seems to be working. She's remembering stuff.
Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son?
Αντί για γίνει ερωτικό κανάλι. Τι για αυτό που το έκλεισα.
My little Johnny.
Έλα. Όχι, άνοιξα. Τι! Όχι. Ναι, αυτό θα κάνω.
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max? All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
Her memory is coming back. Don't stop now. Just remember. It'd take days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then.
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
No, but I love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here. This woman might be the origami killer's mother. Must be some way to get her to remember. Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
Does she get many visitors?
She's been here for 10 years, and you're the first.
Did she ever mention her sons?
Sons? Well, she often mentions John. I think he drowned.
Does she ever talk about her other son?
I didn't know she had another one. I've never heard her mention it. Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice. Show her things that take her back. Show her things that take her back. Show her things that take her back.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave. I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Θα μάθουμε τώρα το όνομα. Θα μάθουμε τώρα ποιος είναι ο Origami Killer. Μάθαμε μόλις, θα δείτε σε λίγο ποιος είναι. Ethan Mars.
The last origami figure. The last trial. 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 The last origami figure. The last trial.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this file. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the file or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Save Sean and die. Christ. He loses his father, but at least he's alive. Maybe it's the right thing to do. Kill myself to save Sean? That's ridiculous. I'll find some other way. I'm sure I can save him. The cameras. He must be watching me. 1 hour to live. Just enough time to save Sean. There's got to be another way. I can't kill myself to save my son. Poison. So, if I drink this, I'll be dead in an hour, and if I don't, I won't get the last letters. Nothing to lose. I've come too far to stop now. There's no choice. I've got to do it. If I want to save my son. Am I willing to die to save my son? He could be lying. Maybe I'll die as soon as I drink this, and then no one can save Sean.
Το πίνουμε γιατί δίνουμε τα πάντα για το γιο μας. Έχει την ίδια μας τη ζωή.
last letters have been sent to your phone.
I did what I had to, Sean. Your dad's coming to save you. I'm nowhere, and I'm out of time. Damn fucking shitty letters from this fucking address! Come on! There's gotta be a way to do this!
The authorities are still looking for Ethan Mars, the man identified as the Oregon killer. Time is running out for little Sean. The whole country is holding its breath as we await the capture of the monster and...
Ξανακούσει γιατί μήπως ακούγεται τίποτα.
Several different addresses fit these letters. God, they're scattered all over the city. I don't have time to check them all. I may only have time for one address. If Sean's not there, I'm done. It's a crash.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole!
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
Πω μαλάκα βαγέμαι. Όπα, ναρκωτικά.
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful
not to overindulge in you know what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it.
Τράβαγε βίντεο τα γυαλιά του Άρη όταν πάλευε τον τέτοιο, τον origami killer. Τι κάνω ρε? Analyze πάτησα. Τι μαλάκας. Α, καλά, βασικά σωστό είναι, βασικά σωστό το κάνω.
Gold watch. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere.
Στο... τέτοιο, πώς το λένε, στο αστυνομικό τμήμα.
The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop. The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer. The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history. Impounded in a police case 5 years ago, the gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop. Two receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home. Ugh, that doesn't get us anywhere. The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely. Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars.
Λέει για το Blake και καλά το lieutenant ότι είναι αυτός, αλλά όχι δεν είναι αυτός.
Cop. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha. He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Are you sure it's the right car? At the docks. Calling the SWAT team. Oh, and I'll need a chopper. Today? Of course I'll need it today, you fucking imbecile.
Είμαστε δηλαδή ποιος είναι ο origami killer, μάγκες.
Scott, I don't want to go.
Look, it'll only take a couple of days. Long enough to get this resolved.
I can't just wait while you confront my son's killer.
It's the only way, Mark. Trust me. Now go stay with your mother for a few days. I'll come and get you when this is all over.
Tell me who the origami killer is. I want to know who killed my son.
Listen, when I'm done, I'll tell you everything I know.
Όταν τελειώσει θα σου πω ό,τι ξέρω. Μεγάλη γωνία αυτό εδώ πέρα, μάγκες, δεν ξέρετε, θα δείτε γιατί.
Mom's work is too far away. I'd never make it in time. Gotta find someone. The water's still rising. John won't be able to hang on for long. Dad, I've gotta get Dad. He's the only one who can save John. Gotta move. Hold on, bro. I'll find someone. Then we'll come back and save you. This place is completely deserted. There's no one around to help. Dad, it's John. He fell into a pipe. He's
get out of here, you little pet. Leave me alone.
You gotta come, Dad. Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna die.
Well, that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it? Go away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna
What
die,
did I
Dad.
tell ya? Crap!
Please, Dad. You've got to save John. I tried, John. I really tried.
Μαλάκα, φανταστείτε πόσο αλκοολικός ήταν ο άνθρωπος στο να μην βοηθήσει τον ίδιο του το γιο, μαλάκα. Πόσο αλκοολικός ήταν που δεν βοήθησε ούτε τον ίδιο του το γιο, μαλάκα.
Don't forget about me, Scotty.
Σκότι, μαλάκα. Ποιος είναι ο Σκότ, μάγκες, από τους χαρακτήρες που παίζουμε? Ξέρετε. Ποιος είναι ο Σκότ, από τους παίζουμε. Ο detective. Τραγικό, όντως. Φαντάσου πόσο αλκοολικός ήταν αυτός, γιατί δεν παίζει να μην καταλάβει τι γινόταν γύρω του. Βασικά καθόλου δεν καταλάβαινε, αλλά τέλος πάντων. Scott Selby. Στην αρχή δεν μπορούσα να πεις ότι ήταν αυτός. Γενικά δεν φαίνονταν ότι ήταν εκείνος. Μαλάκα, undercover δολοφόνος, μαλάκα. Όχι ρε, πέθανε. Ο αδερφός του πέθανε. Αυτός είναι ο δολοφόνος. Τώρα και μάγκες όλα τα τέτοια, τα αποδεικτικά στοιχεία. Όλα τα evidence. Λέγα. Φανταστείτε πόσο ύπουλος, μαλάκα. Τι IQ παίζει να έχει αυτός ο άνθρωπος. Πολύ ο παλιό δολοφόνος, όντως. Τώρα νομίζω ότι εδώ πέρα σκότωσε τη δικιά του μάνα ή έπαθε κάτι μάνα του επειδή τον είδε, δεν ξέρω. Πες να σκότωσε την ίδια του τη μάνα τώρα αυτός. Μαλάκα. Ναι, τη σκότωσε. Εγώ αυτό κατάλαβα.
The killer might be here. I better be careful. If he's in his apartment, I'll pretend I got the wrong floor. Once you touch, girl.
Αφού δεν είναι detective. Ναι, είναι... θεωρείται detective, αλλά είναι ύπουλος αυτός, είναι...
The origami killer's apartment. There must be something that'll tell me where Sean Mars is. Gotta be fast, he could come back anytime. That's where the smell of burning comes from. Evidence going up in smoke. He used to be a cop. Probably knew exactly how an
Μαξί, γιατί δεν έχει όψη να πάρω το γαμμένο το όπλο, για να μην το έχει.
Cop's uniform. Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop.
Αυτά τα παιδιά πήγαιναν μαζί του γιατί ήταν εντυμένος σαν αστυνομικός. Αλλά ήτανε βασικά.
Shelby could come back at any moment. Sean Mars. Oh, the lunatic's been watching him drown. It's some kind of a well filling up with rain, slowly drowning him. There's not much time left. There must be something here showing where the well is. Shit, it needs a password.
Max, έλα το βρήκαμε. Max.
Got it. Max. The name John gave to his paper dogs when he was a child. What the hell is that? An address. It's gotta be where Sean Mars is. Hurry. There's no time to lose.
Και εδώ πέρα γράφει τα σημειώματα μαλάκα που στείλει στους γονείς.
So you found my little secret?
It's over, Scott. All those children killed just to find a father capable of saving his son?
Shut up! You don't understand.
There's one child left. There might still be time to save him. Let him go. Do what your father couldn't do.
Μαλάκα, τόσο ψυχάστηκες είναι αυτός. Αλλά τη μία έχει και 999 και αυτός μαλάκα, έτσι, που δεν τον έπιασε κανένας ποτέ. Α. Τι κάνω τώρα,
Wet clothes will give me a better chance of surviving.
Ανάψε το σπίτι μαλάκα φωτιά. Έβαλε φωτιά στο σπίτι μαλάκα αυτός. Κάνε πίσω. Δεν βλέπω που να πάω.
It's way too high. I'll kill myself if I jump. Gotta find something else.
Λέγα, τι κάνουμε ρε. Όπα! Έλα, σωθήκαμε, σωθήκαμε. Έλα, άνοιξε το ψυγείο. Άνοιξε το ψυγείο. Άνοιξε το ψυγείο, τι κάνεις! Μαλάκα, διώξε, δεν μπορεί να κουνηθεί. Το γάμισα. Να σου γάμισω, μαλάκα. Μα λίγο να το φέιλαγα, μαλάκα.
I know where Sean is. I've got to tell Ethan. Πάμε τελευταία πίστα. Που θα συναντηθούν όλοι μαζί. Πάμε. Αλλά δεν γίνεται, δεν μπορώ να παίξω σήμερα.
I've been looking for a long time.
Dat is wel wel fun.
Looking for a father that would be able to do what mine could not do. Sacrifice himself in order to save his son. Oh, I searched. And then I remember.
All those letters, just to find a father capable of saving his son.
Just to find a father? Do you have any idea how it feels to be a worthless nothing in your father's eyes? Believe me, I've suffered just as much as my victims.
I finished your damn trials. Now give me back my son!
He's there. All you have to do is open that grate.
Εμφανίστηκε μαλάκα και FBI μαλάκα. Μαλάκα έχει πολύ δράση τώρα. το Ethan, πάμε. Το σώσαμε. Αλλά και το αρχίδι από πίσω έρθει.
Take your positions. The suspect is likely to be armed and dangerous.
Tell
our orders to shoot to kill. I repeat, shoot to kill. Ash, are the snipers in position?
Yes, Lieutenant. They're ready on your command.
Perfect. He won't get away this time. We'll gun him down as soon as he shows his face. Hey! You there! What are you doing?
Lieutenant, my name is Madison Page. I'm a journalist. I have proof that Ethan Mars is innocent. He's not the origami killer.
What is a journalist doing here? I thought I told everybody to keep their mouths shut. Now get her out of here. I don't want her getting in the way.
Okay, Lieutenant. All right, come on.
You're about to make a terrible mistake, Lieutenant. Ethan Mars is innocent. I can prove it.
Δεν φέλαγα λίγο, αλλά υγεία. Όπα, όχι ρε, μαλάκα, το φέλαγα. Όχι ρε, πούστη.
Please. Breathe. Gotta breathe. Don't leave me. Sean, don't leave me. Sean. Oh. Oh.
Όχι, όχι. Όχι, δεν πέθανε, δεν πέθανε. Βλέπετε, Σάικ.
Dad, I knew you would come and save me.
Sean, listen. You are the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life. I want you to know that whatever happens, I love you more than anything in the world. I'm not dead. I took poison an hour ago, and I'm not dead.
Get her out of my face.
Mars didn't do it, for Christ's sakes. He's innocent.
Hey, what are you doing?
What do we do? All personnel, hold your fire. I repeat, hold your fire.
What's going on?
The cops. They're out there. They have the building surrounded. They'll shoot you if you go outside.
I'll go out alone. I'll talk to them. I'll explain.
You'll be dead before you can open your mouth. Look, we'll all go out together, with our hands in the air, and they can't possibly shoot us. I have the evidence that proves your innocence.
Listen, I'm sorry I didn't trust you. I was only thinking about Sean, and I thought...
That's okay. The only thing that matters is that you saved your son.
Το αρχίδι. Τι? Δεν πειράζει, έτσι κι άλλως θα πεθάνεις. Πάρ' τα αρχίδια του. Έτσι κι άλλως θα πεθάνεις. Παμ! Έφυγες. Πάει ο Σκοτ Σέλμπι. Τον σώσαμε.
There was general relief this morning when the police announced that they had found Sean Mars alive more than 4 days after his disappearance. Mars had been imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer. The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery of Ethan Mars, who the police believed at one point to be the killer. It is no doubt due to his great courage and tenacity that he succeeded in foiling the plans of the Origami Killer. The police commissioner presented him with an official apology today. Our main headline today: it is reported that the police have identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer. Scott Shelby, 48, is a former police lieutenant who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims. Shelby was killed during a massive police operation, but further details have not yet been released to the public.
Let's just say a friend of a friend let me jump in line. If we like it, it's ours.
Γίνανε οικογένεια.
Hey, Dad! I think I found my room!
Well, what do you think?
It's perfect, Ethan. we'll be able to forget what happened. We'll lead a normal life. And one day, it'll all just seem like a bad dream. We've earned the right to be happy now, Ethan. All three of us.
Our guest today is on the cover of today's World magazine this week and has been hailed by the whole nation as a new hero for our times. Astonishingly, he almost single-handedly ended the sinister series of killings by the man known as the Origami Killer and saved the life of young Sean Mars. His determination, courage, and intelligence have won our admiration. Norman Jayden.
Νάτος. Ο Μάστερ. Το boss. Έτσι. Έχω στα ναρκωτικά. Αυτές είναι bonus σκηνές για το τέλος, μάγκες, σχετικά το έχει τελειώσει το παιχνίδι, απλά είναι bonus σκηνές αυτές. Λέγα τι φάση. Αυτό δεν ξέρω πως, επειδή φορά ακόμη το γάντι. Καλά δεν ισχύει αυτό, αλλά... Και τελευταία σκηνή. Πάμε πίσω στην Λόρεν, η οποία έμαθε τη μεγάλη αλήθεια.
You killed my son, Scott. Were you thinking about that when you held me in your arms? I don't know why you did all this. Nothing can justify it anyway. I feel nothing but contempt for you. Nothing but contempt.
Scott Shelby, 1967, Οκτώβριο 2011. Το Φεβρουάριο έχει γεννηθεί. Και πέθανε Οκτώβριο 2011.
I want to see them again. I'm a father too.
Και είναι λοιπόν παιδιά αυτό το live για σήμερα, ελπίζω να σας άρεσε. Τελείωσε ρε. Ήταν ο τάφος του πώς το λένε ρε, του δολοφόνου, και επειδή αυτή είχε συνεργαστεί μαζί του ενώ δεν ήξερε ότι ήταν ο δολοφόνος, πήγε και του χτίσε τη τέτοια, την ταφόπλακα. Τέλος πάντων, αυτό ήταν το live για σήμερα. Μάγκες, ελπίζω να σας άρεσε. Αν σας άρεσε, κάντε ένα like, ένα subscribe, ένα συγγραφή και φίλοι σας και να πατήσετε το κουμπάκι για να σας ειδοποιήσει για τα live βίντεο. Αυτά έχω να πω. Θα τα πούμε το επόμενο Σαββατοκύριακο. Θα κάνω λογικά κάνα live Fortnite, ξέρω τέτοια φάση. Θα ανεβάσω στο Instagram θα ψηφίσετε για το τι θέλετε να ανεβάσω, τέτοια φάση. Θα τα λέμε σε ένα επόμενο βίντεο. Bye.